Alright guys, I just got a package in the mail, and as you can see on the label, plus the title of this video, you can probably guess what's in here. This is a birthday present for my mom, and luckily she's not home right now when this package came, which means I can do an unboxing right now without her finding out what her birthday present is. And she doesn't watch my YouTube channel, so she won't find out until it gets installed overnight. Remove that. That's the invoice, and I believe it's also the installation instructions. Because I got this from Crutchfield, which is one of the biggest companies for this type of thing. You know, so they have detailed instructions on just about everything that you buy. So what we've got here, we'll go through the accessories first. They include a lot of free stuff with your purchase, all the mounting accessories. This is a dash kit. I already pulled out the harness. I decided to get this because the car that this is going into does have steering wheel controls, and I want to keep those. And this control is compatible with both the vehicle and this radio. Plus, it's got a lot of good reviews on it, so I decided to go with it. So inside this little box, we've got a little tiny module. Actually, I'm going to do the test that everybody hates. Here's your iPhone size comparison. But inside here, we've got this little tiny module. We've got an instruction booklet and your programming manual and everything, how to program it, and the wiring harness. This end plugs into the little box. This end plugs into your radio, and this wires up to the wiring harness. And if your radio doesn't take this type of jack for the steering wheel controls and you need wires, there's an adapter that you plug in. You plug it in right there, and then you hook the wires up to the radio. But this one does have the jack on the back, so I'll just be using that. And then the big main event. I don't believe that there's anything else in here. But here's the main event. This is the Pioneer HF-P8000BT, and it's a double DIN, but it's not touchscreen. It's just got big buttons and a big display on it, as opposed to a single DIN, so you can see it all better. And I've been talking with my mom about this forever, so she still doesn't know that she's getting it right now. But, you know, I've been trying to convince her forever to get an upgrade. And this is kind of what she leaned towards, so we went ahead and ordered it. We've got a little accessories pack on the top, which includes a wiring harness for the stereo. And it's got some tags on the various wires that'll relate it up when I'm wiring it up. It's also got an instruction booklet and it's interesting, the manual comes on a disc, so if you want to print that out you can, but they save paper and they do that on a CD. Inside this big bag, we've got the Pioneer remote control that comes with all Pioneer stereos. I don't know why they do that, because it's no more convenient to have a remote than it would be to reach over 2 feet over to your stereo, but I guess they include that. This particular head unit comes with, this is kind of a cool feature. If you have like a smartphone, it can sync up the Bluetooth on it, and you can clip a little microphone up near your steering wheel and you install it, and so that way when you get a phone call, it'll play it through your speakers, and you can use this little microphone to do phone calls. And inside the bubble wrap, I'm assuming it's just a microphone. Now, I don't think my mom's going to want that, so I'll leave that in there, but we've got a bunch of mounting screws and a USB extension, because this does support iPods. So I'll probably run that into the glove box for now until we get like speakers, get upgraded speakers and stuff, because for now it's just going to be a head unit. So, but, you know, I'll just leave that in the glove box for now. Then we slide out the main event. It's covered in bubble wrap as to not get damaged. And we've got a warning on here. Please use the attached power supply cord to install this unit in the vehicle. That's that wiring harness I was talking about a minute ago. So we will remove this warning label, because I'm pretty sure it's obvious that you're supposed to use the wiring harness. But I don't know, that's probably lawyer papers, pretty much, so they don't get sued if someone pulls a stupid and does something. But so we'll zoom in on the back here. We've got the antenna input from your radio antenna, so you can get the, you know, the radio. We've got the Pioneer plug. I don't know exactly what they call it, but they sell like adapter modules that you can chain onto there. So if this didn't support iPods, you could get an iPod adapter. You can get a 5.1 surround sound adapter, so you have your middle speaker, and you can do a bunch of things with that port. Over here, we've got our RCA outs. Another reason that this radio is nice is because there eventually will be a subwoofer installed in this vehicle. And this supports front amplifiers, rear amplifiers, and it's got a dedicated subwoofer out, so I don't have to try to tinker around and split something off and try to, you know, use a subwoofer off a different line. It can go straight out of its own output. We've got our wiring harness plug-in and a 10 amp fuse. We've got the USB where that adapter or the extension plugs in order to run your iPod or something. We've got a couple different plugs. It says wiring harness, or no, wow, I'm so stupid, I just forgot that already. Alright, auxiliary in and W/R. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I'll have to read the manual. I'm going to actually guess that that is going to be your steering wheel control input. This is your auxiliary, like if you were going to plug in something that's something like an iPod, like an MP3 player that doesn't support the USB, then you plug it in there. And then this is your microphone for your calling feature with Bluetooth. Now we're going to flip around to the actual business end of this. And you can kind of see why we picked this. I'm going to turn around my LCD. Oops, wrong direction. But you can see why we picked this one out. It's got a nice big display, so you're not trying to squint at the tiny one or try to spin the tiny button or anything. So it'll be nice and easy to read at a glance. The only not so nice thing is that the vehicle is red, and if I remember correctly, it's got green lighting and this is blue. But I've already discussed this with my mom, and she says it's totally fine. So we've got our huge display, CD slot, which is another reason she chose this. Because the others, you have to fold down the thing to put in a CD. This, you just put it right in the front. Again, we've got a huge display. I'm not sure exactly what these do. But, you know, I'll give my mom the manual. She can read all about this and learn to use it. We've got... and like your volume knobs and everything. Once again, guys, this is the first time I've really seen this, so I don't know a whole heck of a lot about it, but I'm sure I'll be learning about it, you know. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna stay up really late on the night before my mom's birthday and surprise her by installing this, and I'll do a little snippets of video about that, I'm sure. So, alright guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and leave a comment. If you want to see more of my videos, including the install of this, please click subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next videos.